What is good, everyone? It's your boy, the Light Gamer, man. Back to another video. If you're new to the channel, drop a like, subscribe below, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Like I said, you call me Delight or the Light Gamer. We are reacting to another video here called The Ugly Rise of Marlon. So it's from Golfcart here. We got a reaction video. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me like it for him. Let's check it out, man. Give me guys' thoughts and opinions on it here. I'm gonna move the camera actually up here. And yeah, just to show you guys, if you guys want to check it out yourself. But yeah, here it is. Golfcart, man, he definitely deserves a way more subscribers than what he's initially getting. But it's about an 18-minute video, probably like 20 minutes just with my my reaction. But hey, let's get it.
It sounds weird, but for almost a century, psychologists have been studying attractive people, and they keep finding the same thing. The more attractive you are, the more people trust you, the faster you get hired, and the more you get paid. Basically, if you're hot, life runs on easy mode, and nowhere is that more obvious than online.
You're not wrong.
TikTok's flooded with thirst traps, Instagram's a competition to look unattainable, and Twitter, holy sh**. It doesn't matter if you were born with one or if you bought one, having a pretty face is a cheat code on social media. I mean, we've seen it a million times. Every other week there's a new it girl, a new dream crush, a new guy who makes middle-aged women act feral.
Bro, this
Which
video
brings us to
started off crazy.
A little over a year ago, Marlon basically appeared out of nowhere. One day nobody knew who he was, the next he was streaming with Mr. Beast, walking A-list.
Alright, hang on. They're right. I didn't even know who Marlon was till you guys keep up the Core Boys, or aka used to be known as the Phase Boys, right? Now are known as Core. Man, bro, all I can say is yeah, I didn't even know who this dude was, but Marlon's a pretty solid guy, man. Pretty cool.
Runways and being crowned the internet's rising star.
Marlon!
On paper, it's the same story we've seen 100 times. A pretty face shows up, the internet melts, and a career launches overnight. But the deeper I dug, the less that story held up. Because the path Marlon actually took to get here, it's a lot uglier than you think.
Oh, man.
Is your TikTok stream too quiet?
I can't wait to hear about this. I don't know
Streaming
too
tool
much.
for TikTok Live.
I don't know too much about Marlon, but hey, let's get into the video, man.
Marlon Lundgren Garcia grew up in Malmo, a coastal city in the south of Sweden. It was there where he fell in love with soccer, or as the Europeans call it, football. Whether he was playing for local teams or traveling abroad to watch the greats, the sport really consumed Marlon's entire childhood. But it wasn't long before basketball came into the picture. Marlon was tall for his age, and the game came naturally. By high school, he was actually pretty good. Good enough to get recruited into one of Sweden's top athletic programs. I genuinely couldn't pronounce the school if I tried, but it's stacked with an alumni list that includes names like Hugo Larsson, Emilia Nilsson-Garip, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Damn.
By the end of high school, Marlon was ranked one of the top basketball players in Sweden, which is what brought him to the US, specifically to Lower Columbia College in Washington State, where he played college basketball. Now, Marlon's basketball career was short-lived. After just his freshman year, he went back home to Sweden, never to play college basketball again. So what was the point in telling you this? Well, because it was here, in an apartment at Lower Columbia College, that Marlon's social media career began. In early 2021, one of Marlon's college teammates pulled out his phone, recorded a video of the two of them dancing. He posted it to TikTok, and it popped. The views skyrocketed, and people flooded the comments asking the same question. So Marlon did what anyone would do. He made an account and started posting. Throughout his freshman season, Marlon and his teammate kept at it, spamming the same setup with the exaggerated smile and 15 seconds of choreography on loop. And it kept working. Hundreds of thousands of views became the norm, and the followers kept piling up. Once he got back to Sweden, you could tell Marlon had done the math on why his videos were popular. And spoiler, it wasn't the dancing. The choreography got phased out in favor of better lighting, more deliberate angles, and a shirt that more oftentimes than not just didn't make it into the shot. But hey, it worked. By late 2023, Marlon had pulled in almost 1 million followers, basically just by—
Alright, real quick, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's genius, bro. Hey, everyone knows how social media is, bro, and how people associate or see it, but at the end of the day, it's smart. So
posting thirst traps to TikTok. But there's a problem with TikTok. The app doesn't really pay its creators, and the little it does pay is pennies.
Here's my stats for the month. 251 million views, so probably a lot of money, right? $293.80. That's my paycheck for the month.
That's why every TikToker eventually pivots. They start a YouTube channel, they launch a podcast, or even just ditch TikTok entirely. Joe Bartolozzi is a perfect example of this. He blew up on TikTok, moved to streaming, dragged his audience with him, and now he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch and barely touches TikTok at all. Which, our next video is on Joe, and we really want to do like an interview for it. So if you want to see that, go spam his chat and his comments saying Golfcart sent you a DM. But anyways, Marlon tried the same thing. In early 2024, he went live on Twitch for the first time. And despite a TikTok following pushing 1 million, only 50 people clicked in. The next stream, fewer. The one after that, even less. This is where Marlon's pretty privilege starts to run out. Because there's a difference between an audience that likes looking at you and an audience that likes listening to you talk. Yeah. Marlon had spent 3 years building the first kind, and now he needed the second.
Bro, send that chat right now if y'all got any funny videos, bro.
So if you're Marlon, what do? You have 1 million people who follow you for one reason and one reason only, and you've just spent 2 months proving they're not going to follow you anywhere else. You're 22, you dropped out of college, and the dream you've been chasing for years is collecting dust on a platform that doesn't pay. Great. Most people in that spot quit. They get a real job. The TikTok account goes dormant, and that's the end of the story. You see, when the attention isn't converting, you really only have 2 choices. Accept that the internet gave you the wrong kind of audience, or figure out how to put yourself in front of the right one. And that's basically the entire game online. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer, a creator, or even an entrepreneur. At some point, posting and praying just isn't enough. And that's where WAP comes in. WAP just introduced WAP ads to help you run your online business.
Hang on. I already know, bro. Who's the ad?
Today. Marlon went in a different direction. If you looked at the top of streaming in 2024, the mainstream names all looked the same. Nobody was sitting behind a desktop anymore. They were all out doing IRL streams, farming clips around the clock, and almost all of them were doing it from the US. That was the path. If Marlon wanted in, he had to go get it. So he scrounged up what money he had and booked a one-way flight to Miami.
This whole week is fucking banging the street.
He didn't really have a plan past landing. He had a hotel for a few nights, a camera, and a goal of streaming every single day. That's pretty much what he did. Every day was the same. He'd walk around, talk to strangers, eat, sleep, stream, repeat. After a few weeks, he was pulling in over 150 viewers per stream. Then one afternoon, he opened Twitch and saw this.
Push that right here?
Yeah.
Lacey and Clicks, 2 of the biggest streamers on the platform, were doing an IRL stream in Miami. They were offering free haircuts to random strangers on the street.
Free haircut? Okay, Lacey's actually cooking.
Marlon saw the stream and instantly recognized where they were.
Yo, chat has to be. Chat has to be right here. Oh my god, chat has to be right here.
He found them, walked up, and asked for a free haircut.
What's up, bro? What's good, bro?
Oh my god!
What's up, bro? Shit. What's up, bro?
Your aura!
And just like that, Marlon, the guy who 3 months earlier was watching his own viewer count die in real time, was suddenly live in front of 30,000 people on the front page of Twitch.
Look at that lineup!
Okay.
That's your time?
Hey, Mason, check my shit out.
Come on, yeah!
This is the exact reason you booked the one-way flight.
Everybody spam W's in the chat right now.
This is what every aspiring streamer plays out in their head at 3 a.m. when they're wondering if it's ever going to work. And from the outside, it really did look like it was working.
We going up by views.
Alright, I gotta say something. So Marlon right there, dude, he blew up because of Clicks. Clicks has done that to 2 people now, bro. Shout out to him for that, too. So he's done it to Marlon because he pulled up, in Miami and met Clicks. So that whole audience was like, yo, let's see who Marlon is. Of course, you see that. And then he also did it with Lacey. Like, dude, it's just crazy. Clicks has that motion, bro.
Every single day, but I went from averaging like 20 views, and then the past week, I've averaged like 140, bro.
Picked a great main, but your voice doesn't quite match it. 50 lag free.
But the numbers that actually mattered, the ones in his bank account, were going in the wrong direction.
I just don't know what to do anymore with this, bro. Like I feel like everything just comes crashing down on me, bro.
Because here's what nobody posts about. Marlon's streams were growing, but he was burning through his savings faster than Twitch was paying him out.
I'm trying to figure out a stay tomorrow, I have to, otherwise I'm gonna stay on the street, right?
Every day he stayed in Miami was another day of cheap hotels, cheaper food, and doing the math on whether getting a haircut was worth eating that night.
But I don't have $40 to spend, chat. I don't have $40. I'm not gonna eat tonight. I promise you I'm not gonna eat tonight. What am I supposed to eat with? My $0 in my bank account? My $5 that I got yesterday from a homeless person because I stole from his cup and didn't give him money?
For weeks, he was living off of oatmeal, bouncing between hostels with beds that he couldn't fit in, and Airbnbs that were covered in roaches.
What the is that? What
man, bro.
Is that? Do you see this, bro? Do you see this?
This is what it actually looks like to bet everything on yourself.
I have
haven't been able to sleep well. I
You
haven't
bet
been able
on
to sleep.
him,
I've been
bro.
There's no way in this world that any other streamer would do this, to go to this extent, to try to fucking pursue streaming, bro. There's no fucking way.
But after 2 months in the States, Marlon's funds had dipped deep into the red, and he was forced to go back home to Sweden.
I just want to say I'm sorry for the echoing, bro.
Damn, bro.
I don't know what to do about the echo, but this is my last resort, chat. I'm in the garage, bro.
For reasons that aren't really clear, his parents' house wasn't an option to stream from anymore, so he had to set up shop in a garage an hour away from home.
I couldn't afford an apartment. I couldn't find a office. I couldn't find anything.
Which honestly sounds like a step backwards, but the bet had already started paying off. He just didn't know it yet. By September 2024, Marlon's viewership had climbed past 500 a stream, and the money was finally starting to catch up. As he grew, so did his network. Within a few months, he was streaming with huge names like Ray and Nick Nayarcina, and even flew to Mexico to stream IRL with Lacey. By January, things had really started to line up. Streaming was finally turning into something sustainable, and after months of paperwork, his US visa came through. So he packed up the garage, flew to LA, and moved into Nick Nayarcina's house.
I'm living at somebody's crib. It's a nice little, you know what I'm saying, area right here, but they said I could have this as like my streaming room and I could just like crash on the couch.
Just a few months after landing in LA, Marlon had reached this inescapable level in streaming.
So boys, listen, first of all, I just want to say we hit 100,000 subscribers, bro.
It was like you'd never heard of him one day, and then suddenly he was everywhere.
There's this new streamer, his name's Marlon.
I think I got some coming with Marlon soon.
This guy gets thousands of viewers every day, bro.
No, I saw this when he first started in like this shipping container almost.
And that's actually a pretty accurate way to describe what happened. Marlon went from averaging less than just 600 viewers in December to over 15,000 in May. That's a 2,400% increase in a matter of just 5 months.
His first time being at the house felt supernatural. Phase Marlon, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
It's hard to not give Lacey his flowers for his role in this. Lacey was a much bigger streamer at the time and basically made Marlon a staple character in his streams, but he wasn't doing it out of the kindness of his heart. At the end of the day, Lacey's streams performed better when Marlon was in them. I mean, look at his most popular TikToks. Half of them are Marlon.
Oh, Marlon's friend!
What made it work was really the dynamic between the two of them. Just the sight of them next to each other told you everything you needed to know. They looked like two people from completely different movies who somehow got written in the same scene. Ow! On paper, the duo didn't make sense. One had a cool, calm, pretty boy energy, and the other was loud, chaotic, and completely unfiltered.
I wanted to show you like a good time, right? Obviously, you know, like just like no.
We got it. What?
It's the same reason Jonah.
Dude, I've seen that clip so many times of them too. Oh shoot, hold on.
Hill and Channing Tatum worked so well together. One's the type of guy who says something weird, realizes it, and then makes it worse by trying to fix it.
You're not asking me to prom, are you?
No, I mean, if...
The other says everything with a smooth, charming confidence. You put them in the same room, and the joke kind of writes itself.
Yeah. It's Jefe, man.
That's exactly what Marlon and Lacey had. The internet got one look at it and couldn't get enough. And once the clips started spreading, more and more doors.
Yo, Golfcart's right. That's kind of how these two are, bro. It's true, but hilarious.
Doors started opening on their own. Aiden Ross, Mr. Beast, FaZe Clan.
FaZe didn't sign you yet? Yet.
Marlon became a household name in streaming with a core audience of viewers who genuinely wanted to watch whatever it was that he streamed. Throughout 2025, he continued to push his reach as far as he could, and in late October, he took one of his biggest swings yet, a full tour across the United States. The goal? 50 states in 28 days. By the end of the year, Marlon had become one of the standout faces in streaming with over 1.6 million followers to his name.
Marlon, he blew the
Marlon blew up this year, bro. Marlon's a go.
Marlon is the definition of a rising star. The beginning of the year, he was just getting known, and now he's literally like one of the top known people in streaming. That is the definition of a star who rose.
I will become the nightmare of this room.
Never falter.
Everyone's having a good night. I'm so excited to present the Rising Star Award. This category celebrates the streamers who began the year with under 1,000 average viewers and have shown rapid growth and huge potential for the future. And the winner is Marlon!
Oh man.
It's kind of crazy, you know. It's been a long year. Want to thank my team, of course, Jake, Rocket, Miles, Ozzy, Matt, my editors, Dylan, Ali, everybody's been helping me out.
Yo.
And then, of course,
Yeah, I
Lace
know
All the
him
Face
pretty
guys,
well.
everybody I collab with, you know, y'all pushed me this year. So thank y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all, so I appreciate y'all. I want to say last name, my bad. There's a lot of doubters, a lot of haters always gonna talk, but they're not the ones standing on this stage. So appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Yo, what a blow, but hey, that's facts, man. When somebody hating on you, they ain't the one there. So they ain't the one in your shoes. They hate because they want to be you.
Now, there are a lot of people online who really credit Marlon's success to his looks.
Ain't no way in hell you sitting courtside with NFL owners a year after streaming. It's because you're tall and hot. You mad?
In truth, the goal for this video was to figure out if Marlon's success really just stems from pretty privilege, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't go back and forth on it. Because he really has worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to where he is,
Yeah,
but at the same time, he takes his shirt off on TikTok and it pulls 125 million views. And then people start using AI to put their faces on his body.
How to do the Marlon I'm just trying to be myself trend.
But if you stop looking
the
at pretty
hell,
privilege
bro?
like some sort of scarlet letter, you realize that Marlon's looks actually put him into a category of streamer we've never really seen before. This is definitely going to sound like total glaze, but it's also kind of true, so f*** it. Marlon's like this perfect blend of traditional celebrity and your average streamer. He's attractive enough to have that Hollywood vibe of being wildly unattainable, which is the same reason that he was the first streamer to sign with Calvin Klein.
I just signed a deal for Calvin Klein. I'm out here to sign another deal.
And the first streamer to
I remember this too, right? He would show up to the FaZe Boys house for a while and stuff, and I heard about this. I was like, no way, bro. So that to me, that's crazy just to be able to have that option or and whatnot, dude. Shout out to him and congrats to him for it though too.
Let's go.
At the start of this, I told you Marlon's story was uglier than it looks from the outside, and I think that's still true. The beds that were too small, the oatmeal in Miami, the roach infested
That was a great video by Golfcart, man. At the end of the day, all I can say, man, is if nobody else believes in you, you bet on yourself, man. Bet on yourself no matter what. And another thing, something my mom's always taught me, man. If anybody ever comes across this, the sky is the limit. Always do what you think is right and believe in yourself. So, but great video, man. Give me guys' opinion and thoughts on the reaction. I'm Delight or the Light Gamer. Drop a like, subscribe below, man, and I'll catch y'all later with another one next time or soon. Peace. Later. Until next time.